Hey there, welcome. J. Scott Franklin. Gonna do some songs for gifted listeners. I'm as bright as a break of day. I'm as long as what I say. I'm as wrong as the words you think. I'm as pretty as black as ink. I'm as strong as a pile of stones, and I'm no wall and I'm no home. Well, I can't stand up on my own, but I'm as strong as a pile of stone. I'm a door that's got no home. I'm stranded where I roam. I won't be harmed or moved, and I'm heavy with the thought of you. I'm strong as a pile of stones, and I'm no wall and I'm no home, but I can't stand up on my own, but I'm as strong as a pile of stones. I'm out as I'm on a limb. I'm as you as she is him. I'm as five is 10. I'm one as I was then. I'm strong as a pile of stones, and I'm no wall and I'm no home. Yeah, but I can't stand up on my own, 'cause I'm as strong as a pile of stones. Pile of stones. Are you looking for that man who changed the world? He blazed a trail of glory and you hung on every word. Well, he always knew his purpose. He never had a doubt. They say he was somebody, but somebody's not around. Are you looking for the man who changed your mind? Made you feel in places that your heart had yet denied. 1 foot in heaven, he had 1 foot in the clouds. Well, if you're looking for somebody, well, somebody's not around. No one has come to take his place. Nobody keeps the light on, and nobody has his face. Well, if you're looking for somebody, somebody's gone away. Nobody's living here these days. If there's someone special in your days of old, he never stopped amazing, everything he touched was gold. Well, these days it's just nobody's feeling down. And if you're looking for someone, well, someone is not around. Say I was somebody in the day, but I guess I quit believing about the time you went away. Well, I used to have a purpose, I never had a doubt. Yeah, well, they say I was somebody, but somebody's not around. Nobody's come to take his place. Nobody keeps the light on, nobody has his face. And if you're looking for somebody, somebody's gone away. And nobody is living here these days. Nobody is living here these days. Hey, Camille, how are you doing? Wonderful to see you. Wonderful to see the smiling letters of your name. I've always loved your name. I often think how different your life would have been if your last name, instead of, now I say it niece as it may be nice. I don't know, but how different your life would be if your last name had been abrasive. How about that? So when we're spending our days saying, "Hey, can I find anything to be thankful for?" Then you could say, "I'm thankful I wasn't born Camille Abrasive." So is it nice or nice? And I wonder if you could even clear that up in chat. That'd probably be pretty hard to clear up. Well, I got a handful of songs that I play that nobody ever says, "Hey, I like that song." And here's one, but you know what? I like playing it anyway. Nobody falls like I do. When love is a matter, there's not a thing I can do. Nobody falls like I do until they've fallen for you. All that you promised was a season, waiting to go, but you stayed. All that you held near was just one more time. I can't leave my heart from my mind. 'Cause nobody falls like I do. When love is a matter, there's not a thing I can do. Nobody falls like I do until they fall in for you. There's no way a grown man could take this. Can't reason or hold back the longing I feel. It goes against all that I've earned. I want you more than the pride I have learned. Nobody falls like I do. When love is a matter, there's not a thing I can do. Nobody falls like I do until they fall in for you. Until they fall in for you. All right. Well, I guess I've always said niece, and I wonder why. I guess I thought there was some kind of a French element. Now I learn something every day. I mean, it's because I don't ever really say your last name except in my head. So. I got my mirror and you got yours. I try to ever only look into my own behind closed doors. If you want to see what I see, well, put your mirror down, 'cause that's not me. my reflection tells the truth. It's not the confines of the world or the box I've been held to. I see everything behind me leading up to what's ahead. But don't look into your mirror, you're gonna see yourself instead. In my mirror on the wall, I see the truest me of all. What I long to change and grow, what I love that no one knows. In my mirror I look so fine, I sparkle, shine, I'm mine, all mine. I'm everything I want to be, in my mirror where nobody else can see. If you want to judge me, join the crowd. I'll close another open door and shut you out. But if you want to see what I see, put your mirror down, look at me. In my mirror I have no names. My stories are the scars and smiles that I have seen. You would really love what I see. But put your mirror down, 'cause that's not me. In your mirror on the wall, I see the truest me of all. What I long to change and grow, what I love that no one knows. In my mirror I look so fine, I sparkle, shine, I'm mine, all mine. I'm everything I want to be, in my mirror where nobody else can see. In your mirror, see where you've been. Just looking at the real you, looking back again. I wanna know the truest you. I'm putting down my mirror to look at you. In your mirror on the wall, you'll see the truest you of all. What you long to change and grow, what you love that no one knows. In your mirror you look so fine, you sparkle, shine, one of a kind. You're everything you wanna be, in your mirror where nobody else can see. Glass flies and bullets fly. Clint Eastwood never dies. Glass flies and bullets fly. Clint Eastwood never dies. Glass flies and bullets fly. Clint Eastwood never dies, and he's the last one left. He's the last one standing. He likes everyone to the same degree. He hates them all equally. Fists travel, bullets fly. Some girl's still trying to catch his eye. Well, now it's 1 against 30. Harry Rawhide Joe Kid will take a swig, and from the corner of his eye is gonna win this one. Fires gun. He's got the girl behind. Yeah, glass flies and bullets fly. Clint Eastwood never dies. Glass flies and bullets fly. Clint Eastwood never dies. Glass flies and bullets fly. Clint Eastwood never dies, and he's the last one left. He's the last one standing. Down the trail, westerns aren't quite as cool as they were in the 60s. The toughest someone hanging on with Lou Ferrigno and Bill Bixby. You can see the transformation in the machine of Arnold till any jock who wants a contract waters down the horse of American people say, Clint Eastwood! Who's that? But some of us still remember when Dirty Harry couldn't feel. With a hand on the trigger and a fist on the wheel. Glass flies and bullets fly. Clint Eastwood never dies. Glass flies and bullets fly. Clint Eastwood never dies. Glass flies and bullets fly. Clint Eastwood never dies, and he's the last one left. He's the last one standing. Something left this country with the 70s. McLean was in the future and McQueen was in the Chevy. And Redford and Newman rode the plains with a hand on the trigger and a fist on the mane. The cars were bigger and people hitchhiked and rode trains, but all those gods of men grew old in Rhode Island and Maine. And no one wants grit when the 80s came. Kurt Cobain tried to bring it back again, but where's John Wayne? When we need a real man. Now they like those prissy guys with the turtlenecks and button flies. PhDs in refined speech and Mercedes of perfect teeth. And now they all like prissy guys with turtlenecks and button fly. PhDs in refined speech and Mercedes of perfect teeth. And glass flies and bullets fly. Clint Eastwood never dies. Glass flies and bullets fly. Clint Eastwood never dies. Glass flies and bullets fly. Clint Eastwood never dies, and he's the last one left. He's the last one standing. Yeah, he's the last one left. He's the last one standing. He's the last one left. He's the last one. Standing. Let's check that out right there. Well, I don't know. Not too long before writing Clint Eastwood, believe it or not, I actually wore turtlenecks. But then I guess it was kind of something, I liked wearing them, and I probably still would, given certain circumstances. But yeah. But you know what, one time I forget where I was, but I remember I was playing somewhere and there was a bunch of people in the audience that I knew had PhDs, and some of them were wearing turtlenecks, and it was really uncomfortable for me to sing that song, and I sang it anyway because I thought, man, I'm going to lose them all. They're going to be, but actually the tables that had those people at them, they were all laughing. And so I think they took it right. But that's the closest, I think, to what you're asking, Camille, because no, I don't think I've ever performed it with a turtleneck on. And I haven't worn button flies probably since the 90s. And last week when I played Clint Eastwood, I was thinking how ironic it is, because button flies, first of all, they're not even around anymore that I know of, but when they came back in, it was kind of like the precursor to skinny jeans. And so, like, in the modern times, when you think of button flies, that's what I think of, is not people that are really trying to, carry themselves necessarily in a, what would you say? In a Clint Eastwood manner. How about that? So, but what's funny about that is, and maybe because maybe you're more of a scholar of history than me, Camille, or anybody else out there, but if you go back to the cowboy days, was there anything besides button flies? I mean, isn't that probably what they used anyways back then in the really, really old days? I kind of feel like it probably was. So then how funny would it be that it comes back a couple 100 years later, or 100 years later or something, as not a working man's type of jeans. Trying to work my way into Holly. I'm trying to loosen up and work my way into that song. So I might get there at some point, I'm hoping. Let's do this one. Are you up late? Oh, I did that last week too. That's the wrong key. Are you up late with the sound of the moon and the stars? Whippoorwills and midnight trains crying out into the dark, and no one hears what you hear. When nobody is around. Are you just a one-name drifter living on the wind, blowing across the plains of a paper and a pen? Oh, and you might sing this one for the birds if nobody is around. If you'd rather live the story than the song, Hank Williams would be proud. In a world of shallow, dancing to the beat of hollow words, or do you ride until you're ragged, even though you won't be heard? And would you rather move one person than to know you pleased a crowd? If you'd rather write the story than the song, Hank Williams would be proud. If your radio's not settled on a feel-good ending tune, written with a plan by 3 hired hands in a room, and if you can take the heaven with the hell instead of candy with a sound. If you'd rather hear the story than the song, Hank Williams would be proud. You're walking after midnight and you've got some kind of blues. The song is on the wind and the dust is in your shoes, but you always stop to listen, to remember what's around. Well, if you can be a story and a song, Hank Williams would be proud. If you can be the story and the song, Hank Williams would be proud. Sometimes I don't want tomorrows, 'cause tomorrow's just gonna bring today again. And the same 4 walls keep coming back with nothing new to say, trying to hold me in. But I remember days when ribbons of the sunlight stretched out across the land. And any path I took forgave and loosed me and let me loose to try and fail again. Won't you hold my empty hands and let me tell you where I've been? Truth is a story in my eyes. I had dreams, and a dream is just a river. It's a stealer and a giver, and you never know just where it goes. But you will leave things you love on the shores of the ocean. It's a mighty endless ocean, lucky if you're not alone. I have pictures and perfections, colors that are buried deep inside. Like the flowers and the leaves of a withered vine, I can't tell if they've died. Sometimes when no one is around, pulling at my soul, time spills out from yesterday and just one drop's enough to keep from growing old. Won't you hold my empty hands and let me tell you where I've been? The truth is a story in my eyes. I had dreams, and a dream is just a river. It's a stealer and a giver, and you never know just where it goes. You will leave things you love on the shores of the ocean. It's a mighty endless ocean till the day you find a home. Sometimes I wrote my story, sometimes I tossed my pen to the wind. I traded everything I knew for this right here to share with you, my friend. So won't you hold my empty hands and let me tell you where I've been? The truth is a story in my eyes. I had dreams, and a dream is just a river. It's a stealer and a giver, and you never know just where it goes. But you will leave things you love on the shores of the ocean. It's a mighty endless ocean, lucky if you're not alone. Well, you're either talking about the outfit or the song. I'll go with the song, so since I'm not wearing a turtleneck. And Camille, I thank you for that. Thank you. Let's see if I can get in one or two before I get up the nerve to play Holly. You know what? I wonder if I can do some trumpet with Holly tonight. I don't have my trumpet, but I have my flugelhorn. Oh, here's an oldie but a goodie. Now here's a song I wrote. It never went anywhere. It just went into my notebook. And I remember where I wrote it. I wrote it in a hotel room in Emporia, Virginia when I went. It was probably right about 10 years ago. And I went back and I just hung out there for a week and tried to find. Just mostly walked around and hung out. I stayed in a hotel room for that week and I wrote this. It's called You Left Here to Stay. As I sit here on this old porch of ours, I watch the sun fall and pull down the stars. wonder if it comes your way, unlike so many things that you left here to stay. All your footsteps, they still echo here in the hall where your voice sounds so near. I feel your touch as I fade away, unlike so many things that you left here to stay. You left a heartache hung from each wall, next to hours that wait for your call. And on the window, tears won't wash away, like so many things that you left here to stay. Here's a laugh for the phrases you speak, and that song where we dance cheek to cheek, and pictures of days gone away, unlike so many things that you left here to stay. You left a heartache hung from each wall, next to hours that wait for your call. And on the window, tears won't wash away, like so many things that you left here to stay. You left a heartache hung from each wall, next to hours that wait for your call. And on the window, tears won't wash away, like so many things that you left here to stay. Like so many things that you left here to stay. All right. Okay. Yeah, it's possible that you never heard that one before. It hardly ever gets done. A song like that's kind of emotional for me because I remember I wrote it the day that I drove all the way back down to Emporia, and I got into a hotel room, and that night, the night that I got there, I wrote that song just sitting in the bed. And there was another song I wrote too. And I might have wrote 3 that night, but there's a lot of in that song. There's a lot of emotion for me because I loved it I love warm weather, and I love things going a little bit slower. And, although, even in 2020, or 2022, things go faster everywhere than they did when I was younger, regardless. But it was nice to be back there. And, but I often wish that I would have found a way to live somewhere warmer and somewhere a little bit slower. But then, and then also the one place where I should have fit, I think I would have fit if I would have, which would be Nashville. I think it would have fit if I would have taken a different approach and not cared about, the hit songwriting part of things, because I don't fit there. They're not looking for my kind of songs on Music Row. But I made a lot of friends in Nashville. And, and I play a song like this and I say, I got all these songs up here and I'm just kind of, living it out in Cleveland, Ohio. But then the flip side of that, as I always say, is that if I hadn't have done the things that I did, I wouldn't have the daughter I have and I wouldn't have the wife that I have. And so all those happened by me maybe changing some things about my life that maybe one day they will pan out, but they haven't yet. And in not panning out, something else amazing has panned out, and that's a family that I really love and cherish. And let's go ahead and see if I got my loop pedal working for Holly. Now, I don't have my trumpet, but I got my flugelhorn here. And I'm going to see if I can recreate some of the magic of the old days when I used to play this song, Holly, with my loop pedal and my trumpet. Let's just make sure loop pedal's working. Perfect. Holly with the red hair and a scarlet smile. We've all heard the birds sing and seen the sunrise crawl across your mouth. Everybody comes and goes on and on and on, and I never saw you cry. You sold 1,000,000 glasses of conversation, sometimes finding love across this bar. People drown here in their own words years after years, and others bring their dreams, and you say go on and on and on and on and on. Are you here with the same sad faces, and the smiling ones have gotten past this place? Must be 1,000 nights and 100 times you've been in love, and no one feels it like you do. You love like only songs can promise. Others bring their dreams and you say go on and on and on and on and on. Are you here with the same sad faces, when the smiling ones have gotten past this place? You weren't left behind. You're out in front of them on long highways with short white lines. You weren't left behind, no, they're just getting back to you. I'm somewhere between Texas and Jesus, on a road from everywhere to a thought of you in Camelite, 6 million miles away. I'm a song and I'm searching for a radio. Your sunshine fingers say it's okay, go on and on and on. Are you here with the same sad faces, when the smiling ones have gotten past this place? You weren't left behind. You're out in front of me on long highways with short white lines. You weren't left behind, no, I'm just getting back to you. You're welcome, Camille. So that's the part of the video where a lot of people are going to stop watching because I messed up. So since they're going to do that anyway, I'm going to try that again. Sit outside this bar at 3 a.m. and change, and all the neon has packed itself and burned away. Song, searching for a radio. But all the neon has packed itself and burned away, and there's a message on your phone how I'm waiting for the sun, and I'm leaving this town, but I won't be gone. I'm leaving this town, but I won't be gone. Are you here with the same sad faces? And smiling ones have gotten past this place. You weren't left behind. You're out in front of me on long highways with short white lines. You weren't left behind. Just getting back to you. Yeah, I'm wondering if Erica sent me a copy of Holly from a long time ago. Erica, who was watching in the fall. And I feel like that was from Common Grounds in Chicago. I think that's where that was from. And I'm wondering if that's probably the same one that you have. Because I think I met you about the same time that I met her. And so it would make sense that I would have given you the same one. And if it has trumpets on it, then I'm pretty sure I use a loop pedal on that. It's growing dark outside this conversation now. No one's ever said a word. There's no room inside a house of endless galaxies. Come all this way afraid of losing all our fears. I made myself a promise not to love another one until I could love myself. But now I look in the eyes of the daughter of the universe, and there's nothing left to tell. Won't you let your head down on me? Won't you let your head down on me? Feels like this could be forever. I think this could be forever. I'm not afraid of dying now. I'm not afraid of being young. I'm not afraid to open up my eyes and see you standing with a million years. Feels like this could be forever. I think this could be forever. Thank you, Camille. Well, I hope Leo's all right. He's there every week. In fact, he's always texting me when I'm 2 minutes late, saying, "You're late, buddy." Hope he's all right tonight. Somewhere I got the lyrics to "If This Paint Could Talk." Let's see. I wonder if Camille would want this one. awake this morning, just a taste inside your memory. The way that you feel no matter how long it's been. Sun rolls across your face and it's me through you like a warm, slow wave. Close your eyes like sunsets and I'm back home again. Don't know what it means, don't know what it means, don't know what it means, but it sure feels good. Well, I don't feel gone, I'm gonna wind this road up and back around, and you're a letter and a tear and a smile, but you're never afraid. When I get back, we're gonna love like angels as long as we can. We'll paint the morning and the sunrise and then we'll put down the shade. Won't know what it means, won't know what it means, won't know what it means, but it'll sure feel good. Everybody's got something to say. We're not a promise for just one more day of our kind of love. Trying to break the dawn. I got 14 hours of San Antone. No big dreams, just to blow these 18 wheels like went through a million fields. Thank God for pills and Cash and Jones and Crosby, Stills. The last 3 payphones where you break the night and you make me cry. Lipstick sunrise through a windshield sky. I say, I don't know what it means, I don't know what it means, I don't know what it means, but it sure feels good. Don't know what it means, don't know what it means, I don't know what it means, but it sure feels good. Don't know what it means, I don't know what it means, I don't know what it means, but it sure feels good. Sure feels good, sure feels good, yeah. Windshield Sky. I finished that album right before our band got to go play in France and Germany. And I feel like I put on, I can't remember if I put the French Windshield Sky on there, but I know underneath I put in German. So on some of the CDs, it has German underneath. And it says Windshield Sky, but in German. And I remember they're very exact in Germany. And some guy told me, he said, in German language, there is no such thing as windshield sky. And I said, well, in American English, there isn't either. So. Till now, right? Well, I played it because I think you've said before that was a favorite of yours. So I played it. Well, I'm thinking about a tree that I'm sure is long gone. It was shaped like an L. It's like it grew out of the riverbank, straight over the river. And once it got out about 6 or 7 feet, it went straight up. You'd have to be standing on the right side of it for it to look like an L, I guess. I kind of had a melody when I wrote this song sitting on that tree. And I kind of didn't. So I'm going to go right now with kind of didn't and make it new again. Trains that I have ridden down, the man that I've outrun, somewhere down the road like all the places I was young. Fires and the whispers that were kept until the dawn, they died beneath cold steel bridges when the whistle moved me on. I've been shot in Alabama and I passed out in New Orleans. And the Mississippi River is the biggest thing I've seen. And all the way out to the Oklahoma plains, I still think it's the longest place I'll lead. And the trains that I have ridden, and the men that I've outrun, somewhere down the line, like all the places I was young. And the fires and the whispers that were with me till the dawn, they dive beneath cold steel bridges when the whistle moved me on. Steam was ahead of me in the air, whole world moving past me in 8 feet of ashen square. I know girls live way out on the edge of town, wanna run away, but the daddies hold them down. Trains that I have ridden and the men that I've outrun, somewhere down the line, like all of the places I was young. And the fires and the whispers that were kept until the dawn died beneath the cold steel bridges when the whistle moved me on. Sometimes I wonder if I'm still out there 1,000 miles from home, with all the dried out matches in my pockets that I own. Miles I had never counted and the friends I had were few, and the only ones I trusted were the only ones I knew. The only ones I trusted were the only ones I knew. Trains that I have ridden and the men that I've outrun, somewhere down the line, like all the places I was young. And the fires and the whispers that were kept until the dawn died beneath cold steel bridges when the whistle moved me on. Moved me on. Hey, well, thank you, Camille. That's very nice of you. Really nice of you. And even if you didn't feel that way, we can still be friends. All right. Well, sometimes I like doing that because, you know, I've thought a lot. What's the most important thing to me? And it's words. You know, and I love music. If I didn't have music, I would just be a poet, which is fine. But as you know, a lot less people read poems than listen to songs. And I already have enough hard time getting people to listen to songs. But, however, so sometimes, and originally, before I started really writing songs, I just had a bunch of lyrics and I would play them with jazz groups and read my lyrics over top and make them into melodies, and it was different every time. You know, then I started writing more structured songs, but it's fun to go back to that. I wonder if I got another something that would work that way. Camille, did you ever see the group Drum Play? When I play with this group Drum Play, they make every song up on the spot. It's really amazing. But it's not, like, it sounds like it would be chaotic and avant-garde, and it is not avant-garde. But they make every song up on the spot, and it's not jam band at all. You know, every song is under 5 minutes long. But they make them all up on the spot. You know, we might just be like, okay, we'll do this one in D minor. Sometimes nobody says the key. Someone just starts playing. And I'll take some of my songs and put them over top of that, and that's really fun. But they have, like, some African percussion and a jazz bassist, and I play trumpet, and they got Paul Stranahan, the jazz drummer, plays with them. All right. Oh, here's one I never, ever, ever, ever play. I just really hope I win the lottery or have a rich relative that sends me like a bunch of money so that I could just take some time and record all these songs, because I got hundreds of them. Here's another one. It makes me sad that they just sit around doing nothing while I'm having to work a job to pay my gas bill. Yeah, you know, they haven't played in Cleveland in a while, so that might be why. I think mostly when I play with them, it's always east of Cleveland. Okay. Just these cigarettes to pass the time I'm burning. I smoke down a line of days just trying not to drink. It's a long way up to the world outside my window. It's a world that hasn't turned its back, but it's leaving on the breeze. I trade us those old memories, habits for some new ones, until the only friends worth keeping turned away. Some mornings when the light comes shining just right, I'm a flicker of a man past the point of shame. This ain't rock bottom, but it's the bottom of a stone. When it rolls away, I know I'll never feel alone. 'Cause I've got one hand on the Bible, one foot in the grave, a forehead to the bottle like there's something here to save. I'm betting everything I know that I've got everything to learn. A ray of hope and one more page to turn. In a vase that's almost empty are the flowers you sent back, cut off from everything they've ever known to love. And your picture, it still cries, and I can tell by the eye, still thinks I'll never be a man worth much. You made it clear there's not a chance for us. Yeah, but I'm holding to a chance to me, with one hand on the Bible, one foot in the grave, and my forehead to the bottle like there's something here to save. I'm betting everything I know that I've got everything to learn. A ray of hope and one more page to turn. I could lift this phone and call you back to me. Oh, but being changed and changing ain't the same. This is one I'm gonna do on my own. Yeah, 'cause the only friend I can't let down is a friend that hears me praying. With one foot hand on the Bible, not a foot on it. One hand on the Bible, one foot in the grave, forehead to the bottle like there's something here to save. I'm betting everything I know that I've got everything to learn. A ray of hope and one more page to turn. Probably got time for about one or two more. Empty stools, and then there's me. 12 o'clock Monday, in the midnight heat. 12 hangouts empty, looking for you. And I've got the 12 ball blues. 12 times I have called, 12 long days. 12 you never answered. 12 nothing sent my way. I'm 12 times better knowing that, woman, we are through. And I've got the 12 bar blues. Bars 1, 2, 3, 4. It took me to 5 and 6 became 7 and 8 was 9. Now I can't hardly see what's up there on the shelf, 'cause I tried to drown my sorrow in 10, 11, 12, and the piano beats a rhythm to a city that sleeps. I'm all tapped out, I cannot tap my feet. There's not a door I've seen that you'll be stumbling through. Got the 12 ball blues. Counting on you, but everything I used to know is not necessarily true. I'm looking for a beat, a comforting refrain, one after the other, for a turn around again. There's 12 empty stools, then there's me. 12 o'clock Monday, then midnight heat. I'm 12 times better knowing that, a woman, we are through. I've got the 12 ball blues. I've got the 12 ball blues. Oh, good choice. Quarter in the Moon. This'll be a good last song. That's one of the songs where my many hours of listening to Martin Sexton seeped out just a little bit, and yet probably no one in the world would know because I don't think I sound anything at all like Martin Sexton. But this beginning was kind of like I was thinking of him when I wrote it. I don't mean it that way. I just mean thinking of his music. You've been telling jokes, and I've been remembering lyrics. You've been telling jokes, sometimes I hate to have you know they're not so good. Tales that ain't so tall but never end to seem the way I thought they should. People laugh along the way, they gather around, you got that way. I like to be the first one listening, the last to go and the only one to stay. I don't mind much wasting time if time's around and you're the one that's wasting mine. Put a quarter in the moon and tell this story, 'cause I'd hate to say goodnight. Each night is closer to the day, man, who's quicker catches on. I got everything I need, it's hard to stop the world just to shine a light on what I want. It's hard pretending not to notice. I've noticed I'm in the company of a queen. In a castle of a daydream, you'll outgrow if I don't break it up and speak. I don't mind much wasting time if time's around and you're the one that's wasting mine. Put a quarter in the moon and tell it quarter. Put a quarter in the moon and tell a story, 'cause I'd hate to say goodnight. Each word is one more reason to linger and look into your eye. Waiting on the laughter, Lisa, holding hands that hold me through the night. I don't mind much wasting time if time's around and you're the one that's wasting mine. Put a quarter in the moon and tell a story, 'cause I'd hate to say goodnight. I don't mind much wasting time if time's around and you're the one that's wasting mine. Put a quarter in the moon and tell a story, 'cause I'd hate to say goodnight. Quarter in the moon and tell a story, 'cause I'd hate to say goodnight. All right, and good night. Camille and anybody else out there, thanks for hanging out tonight. Appreciate your listenership. And so February's Wednesdays are over now. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do March, but I'm going to give it a shot. I'll let you know. All right, take care. Bye-bye.